Hello, this is a video response to April Muffinismylovers video posting yesterday. Is he really gay? After listening to everything that was said, you know what? Yeah, he's gay. A man, woman, or whoever is not gonna go looking for things they're not interested in. I am not interested in sports. You will never catch me watching sports unless I'm watching them with my husband, and then I'm usually doing something else on the computer, on the cell phone, polishing my nails or whatever, but I'm not really into the sports. The fact that this man is looking on Craigslist for these types of activities is a clear indication that he has some homosexual tendencies. Now, there is nothing wrong with that. If that is who he is, then that's who he is. The problem is he needs to address that and be honest with himself before he hurts himself and or other people. As far as the young lady staying because of the fact that she doesn't have the money to do it on her own, or go to school or whatever, you know what, you can do it. You just have gotten to the point where you're comfortable. You're comfortable with going to school and letting him take care of the financial part of your life, and it seems like you can't do it, but you can. There are so many people, women and men alike, who go to school and work, and maybe they have children, or they're taking care of an elderly parent or a sick grandparent or whatever, and they're doing just fine. What makes you unable to do it is the fact that you believe you can't. You can. The only thing that stops you is you. Before I would put myself in a position to stay with a man that was interested in homosexual activities and putting my life in harm's way, I would do whatever I had to do. Get a job, get a second job, get a third job, and go to school. But staying in that situation is literally hazardous to your health. If he's seeking out activities like this, and he finds, say, Bob online, and he and Bob start a relationship, who's to say who Bob is having a relationship with, and then that person, and that person, and then you're having a relationship with this person that you're dealing with, because that's natural. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're an adult, sex is a part of that relationship. In most cases, unless you, for religious reasons or just personal reasons, have decided to not, engage in sex until you're married. Unless you've done that, you're having sex in your relationship, especially when you're living with someone. And the idea of staying with this man and having sex with this man and all of that when he is clearly living a secret life is dangerous, and there's no reason you should put yourself through that. If you have a family, a strong foundation, go home, express to your parents or parent, if you live with aunts or uncle or whoever, let that person know, I'll be willing to, if I can stay with you for a while I'm in school until I can get on my feet, I'll be willing to get a job and, pick up a bill or two. Just don't put yourself in a position to have to deal with something that is that dangerous. Because if that is what he's looking for, then there's a chance that he is gay. And just because he is having a relationship with you does not mean that he's not gay. And it doesn't necessarily mean that he's bisexual. It could very well mean that he is living a lie, and he is using you, as a cover-up. I'm not gay. I have a girlfriend. I'm not gay. I do these manly things. I'm not gay, for whatever reason. But in actuality, he could just be simply gay, and he just has not come out to his family or his friends. He may not have come out to himself yet. I mean, as a woman, I think that society makes things so much easier for us. If we decide that, we want to wear long hair, short hair, blonde hair, blue hair, society makes provisions for that. If we want to dress like a guy, we're still looked at as a woman. We can be a girly girl where we wear the hair and the makeup and the high heels, or we can be the tomboy that, plays the sports, and you always see her in a ponytail. You never see her in high heels. She's always in sneakers and a sweatsuit. And at the end of the day, we're still looked at as a woman. Men are so boxed into this idea of what it means to be a man. So with that said, he may just not be ready to come out to society as being homosexual. Like I said, the main thing though for me is it doesn't matter if he's gay or not. The thing is, you need to recognize your inner strength and your ability to push through a hard time, and you need to do that. This situation is not going to be the last situation that you find yourself in that is difficult. This may prove to be one of the least difficult situations that you ever encounter. But with that said, you need to always know that if you say that you can do it, you can. And if you say that you can't do it, then you can't. So don't feed yourself that negative energy, and say that you can't do something because you can. Now, whether or not you want to do it is a totally different situation. But saying that you can't do it is ridiculous. You can. As far as staying with him and the possibility of him being gay, like I said before, it is just too dangerous to do that. In the world we live in now, it is dangerous to have a husband or a boyfriend, a girlfriend or a wife sleeping with someone else who is straight. But now when you add being homosexual to the equation, you just add a whole another level of issues. And I'm not even talking about diseases, just emotional and mental issues that you'll have to deal with, feeling as though you've been rejected, or did you have something to do with them, deciding that they weren't interested in pursuing a relationship with women anymore. And you have to know it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with who that person is. You just need to focus on school. Don't let anything stop you. You need to focus on, bettering you. Don't let anything stop you. And you need to focus on your next step. What is your next step going to be to ensure that you can do what it is that you need to do to get to your goal? So with that said, I wanted to say thank you so much to April for bringing this discussion to the table. I wanted to say thank you for all of my viewers, and just wanted to end by saying you are either your biggest fan or you're your biggest enemy. By saying that you can't do something, you are tearing a part of yourself away. You can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. So with that said, I love you all very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking these few minutes away from your life and your family to spend with me. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. God bless and good night. Good night.